There's Dennis again. He doesn't even have to score a basket to turn a game around with his rebounding ability.
20-second timeout. We are now extended to a full timeout.
The hair and all the tattoos, watching play basketball, he can do some real good things on the floor.
He's a very talented.
They spread the floor, Pippen for Ryan on the right.
Rodman for three. We told you, blondes have more.
He does it better than anybody in the league.
Wants it a little bit more than everybody else right now.
An on rebound and the foul. Dennis Rodman has already sent a franchise.
Is going in for a dunk to win a game. Dennis goes up and blocks it. It won the game, and it was such a spectacular.
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking attention?
What's up, YouTube? You know, back in the video, they come shot with a big body banger. They come shot NBA 2K22 video. Now, first thing first, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We're going crazy. You feel me? Road to 2K. Keep subbing. Keep doing what y'all got to do. Keep commenting any builds that y'all want to see, and I will make them. I'm the build dealer on your local corner. Today, I'm coming at y'all with a Dennis Rodman build video. Yes, sir. This is requested. You know, this is one of the last ones in the next 5. You know, after this I got Chris Bosh, and then we got a whole new rotation. You know, I'm gonna put the poll up, whatever y'all gonna vote, do what y'all gotta do. This is a democracy, you know what I mean? But yeah, I made Dennis Rodman. I did what I had to do. I feel like it was a really good and better Dennis Rodman build. Like, it did everything Dennis Rodman could do and then some, you feel me? But you'll see what I mean when you actually see the build being made, and you'll see. But yeah, sub up, like, you know, who else is doing all this? Who else is making all these builds for y'all democracy style, you know what I mean? But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the build video. Yes, sir. So first thing first, what you want is the red pie chart, the full red pie chart, because Dennis Rodman was a full red player. We all know this, man. Not just his hair, not just his jersey, but he was defensive rebounding to the heart. And you want the physical profile with more strength and vertical, because you're going to make him shorter, so your speed is going to be faster, especially at that power forward position. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. So strength and vertical is really what you want to focus on, just so you can grab those boards and bully the big man. So as you see right here, you hit 30 defensive rebound badges pretty soon. And I'm going to show you an alternative if you don't want to, you know, hoard up on all of those defensive stats. But in my opinion, I think you should max everything on that defense, because then you'll be a crazy defender, crazy rebounder. You could guard 1 through 5 literally with this build. And I mean, what more do you want from it? So as you see right here, this is the first variation, right? Now, like I was saying, if you don't want this, you know, 30 defensive rebounding badges to be like past the point, you know, you don't need all these attributes to hit 30 defensive rebounds. So then you want some shooting, you could do this right here and take off the steal, or you could take off the block, either or. Do what you got to do. You see, so it's up to you. Obviously the mid-range isn't that high, but when you make him shorter, it's going to get a little higher. On top of that, if you have boost and hit 99, you know, you'll be able to shoot. So it's up to you. But for the sake of this video, I am not doing that. I want to go defense. You know me? I'm going for straight Dennis Rodman defense. Obviously, Dennis Rodman wasn't the greatest shot blocker or the greatest stealer. You call it stealer? You know, the greatest, ball hawk, I should say. But he was a hustler. You know what I mean? This man is averaging 18 rebounds in a season. That's a little crazy. Like, putting that in perspective, he had one role, and he perfected that role. His role was to get rebounds on that block, and he was on that block more than Dikembe Mutombo. He was getting boards for days. And I mean, if he played more years, he probably would be even higher in the rebounding list. But as you see right here, I made him 6'7", you know, 250 pounds. The wingspan, max the wingspan. You're going to be able to get all of the contact dunks with this build. Every single last contact dunk you will be able to have with this build. And on top of that, your defense is crazy. So as you see right here, look at the shades up. Scotty Barnes, Dennis Rodman. I don't know how that LeBron James slipped in, but we're going to let it slide. But as you see it right here. And on top of that, I found a way to make Miami Heat LeBron James, but that's another build. That's for another time. That's probably gonna be Friday. But yeah, you see right here, that was, you know, whenever you get the shades of the match, it's just refreshing because it's like, dog, I was trying to make Dennis Rodman. You read my mind, 2K, you know what I mean? And 2K doesn't do that a lot. And I just feel special because it did it that time. That you see right here, I feel like with this build, I won literally every rebound. And on top of that, it was fast enough to really run in transition. It had enough ball handling to be a good, I guess, dribbler. And when it was needed to dribble up the court, I was still babying people, you hear me? Like, I was still doing what I had to do, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, you have some crazy blocking and crazy steal attributes. And when Dennis Rodman, like I said earlier, he wasn't the greatest shot blocker and he wasn't the greatest ball hog. You know, he wasn't stealing people like that. I think he averaged like 0.8 blocks on his career, 0.8 steals, like same thing. So, I mean, if anything, this is an upgrade on Dennis Rodman because not only do you have the rebounding, but you have some crazy OD finishing. And if you go with the shot, you have a mid-range, you know, like the attribute, I guess, spread where I showed you how to give him a mid-range shot, and you have playmaking, you know, and you know, it's a lot that you could do with this build. And I mean, it's obviously, it's that typical just defender, that lockdown defender. This is that lock, you know, this is that typical lock that's gonna go crazy for you and do what you gotta do in the park, you know what I mean? So it's really all up to how you play. I feel like this build is pretty easy to master though, because it's straight up defense. You know what's going to happen. You know, straight up defense, straight up rebounding, straight up finishing. Like, who's going to stop you? You know what I mean? Nobody could stop you on defense. Like, your defense is max. You got 30 badges. You got all the Hall of Fame badges. You know, you're a plate cleaner. You're doing what you got to do. You out here cleaning the boards up, jumping out the gym. You know, you're like a typical black Air Force One YMCA player. And I mean, no disrespect to Dennis Rodman. I'm just playing. But yeah, like, I feel like, you know, you could really do a lot on the block. You could be a big man. You could probably make this build a lot taller too if you wanted to, but it wouldn't be Dennis Rodman at that point, you know what I mean? But like, you would still have, you know, big man moves, you have blocks, all that good stuff. But what separates this build is obviously its size matched with its ability to defend and its ability to rebound. Because, you know, no other player is making a 6'7" Dennis Rodman build. Like, let's be real, it's unique. So if you want to be different and you want to make the game fun, then be unique. And that's my advice to everybody, because a lot of people, they complain about the game not being fun. It's because so many people make the same builds. And when you make the same builds, my guy, of course it's not going to be fun. Like, say we all have the same exact clothes on. You know, is school as fun as if we had no uniform? You know, stuff like that. Like, just simple stuff. So, I mean, don't do it to yourself. Make the game fun for yourself, even if everybody else is being a bot. But it's all up to you. But you see right here, you know, blocking all that. I do what I got to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Suggest any new builds. I'm out. Peace.